Hey guys, what's happening? I'm in the world headquarters right now, just paying some bills. That's all I'm doing. But we got to get out of here. We got to head up the road to the cabin building world headquarters of Central Wisconsin because we got to go check out another cabin that's going to be on its way to a satisfied customer very soon. So come along. So the date of this video, guys, is November 25th. Couple days before Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. As you can see here, it's a very dark, dreary, kind of wet day. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so I hope we got enough light to properly do a video of this cabin. So that's why we're rushing up there. This is gonna be a two-part video. First, we're gonna show you this new cabin, outside, inside, the features, and all that type of stuff. And then tomorrow, but it will all be in one video, I'm going to be back at it again. We are going to do a delivery portion of this cabin. So we're going to show what it's like for a cabin to be delivered. And for those of you that are interested in one of these cabins, this will give you an idea of what you need to prepare and what we have and what the driver Paul from Safe Shed Delivery has for expectations of what needs to be done on site. And this time of year it gets dark early, especially when it's cloudy out like this. It's 3:33 right now, and I'll be honest, in about 45 minutes it's going to be the point where the light won't really be there for a video, so we got to make this one quick. But as you know and expect, I'm gonna do a top-notch job with it, so never fear. Maple Dude is here. All right, guys, we're here. We are at the old cabin headquarters. Let's take a quick peek. We're gonna drive in right here and look at that. It's kind of wet, misty, and rainy outside, but those guys don't quit working. That's Jonas right there, up on that scaffolding. And that's the big shop. All right, let's go take a look at this cabin. I gotta put my glasses on. I'm getting to that point in life, guys, where I need those reading glasses. I do have the invoice here, so I can refresh my memory on everything on this one. This one is 14 by 44. So let's go take a look. All right, guys, let's take a look at this cabin on the exterior. This one's 14 by 44. You can see it has a chimney. And as always, guys, it's got that 40-year warranty metal standard exterior. You can get log siding, Dutch lap siding, board and batten steel, but this is your standard siding. It does have the colored windows, which is an option. But we go around the outside here, it has all the features on the outside you'd expect, like the outlets and the water faucet. There's where you're going to hook up your electric. Up there you got your vents for your plumbing and for your bathroom. And then around the corner, guys, we're going to go and see what we got. 6 windows are standard in the package. You can add more for option after 6. And we go down the side here. This cabin has a French door with full glass right here on the end going into the living room kitchen area. So let's get inside this cabin here and check it out. But before we do that, let's look at the cabin building world headquarters expansion. All right, check out this big shop, guys. Count them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bays on that thing. I get it, it's a dark video, but this is late November in Wisconsin, and we really can't expect much less than this. Big gravel parking lot, really nice. A lot of good access here. Hopefully Jonas and the boys can really start cranking these babies out. no doubt all of that stuff you just saw is OSHA approved. All right, guys, we're inside the cabin. Hey, check this out. What I was talking about before, worrying about it being too dark. Well, it's 4:15 in late November in Wisconsin. We don't have to worry about the light now because the boys hooked up a generator and we've got the lights on in this cabin. So I like this because it kind of shows you how much light would be in this cabin if you were in it in the evening or nighttime. So all the lights are on. We just came into the living area. We've got the double French doors here with full glass. That is an option. As you saw on the outside, we had black windows, black doors on the inside, black light fixtures. We have the dark window trim, dark windows on the inside, and then the trim at the baseboard and at the top of the wall and around the doors. That's a dark trim option along with the dark cabinets. So let's go over here and take a look at the kitchen cabinets. As usual, guys, they are soft close with the live edge oak countertop. You got your spot there for your range. And then over here, your kitchen sink. We got a double sink here. Check it out here. We got that Lazy Susan in the corner. Let's look under here. Everything's plumbed and ready to go in that regard. Upper cabinets on the wall. Check that out. Shelving. And we also have the smoke detector going off. Now in this corner, guys, as you saw outside, it has a chimney. So we've got the chimney for the wood stove. That's where that's going to go in the corner. Some nice wood heat. And as you can see here, he went with that wood heat. He does not have electric heat in this cabin. So that's just the way he wanted to do it. Here we've got a closet right here where you come in. So check out this closet. Nice place for coats. You can go right there, have a place to put them. Let's go back over to this end. Gives you a view of the living room kitchen area. Nice and spacious. This is 14 wide, as I said, by 44 long. So a little bit longer than your common 40-foot length size. Ceiling fan included. All these interior pieces and trim pieces are dark. The light switch covers. Over here, guys, let's get into this hallway and let's check out the sliding door. Voila, open it up. What does it reveal? The washer and dryer area. Stackable washer and dryer. Some of you have asked, where's the dryer vent? These are going to be ventless dryers, and that's what we recommend for these cabins as a rule now, is to go with that. It's one less vent to put out the wall. So we'll close that, but let's take one last look at that. Pretty cool. I like it. All right, next down the hallway, we're gonna go in here into the bathroom. Now this is a pretty big, spacious bathroom. You got your vanity, you've got your shower, and this is a bigger shower. This is not standard or not the typical bathroom. This was a little bit different. The customer wanted something different, and the doors on this, the glass doors and all that, are going to have to be installed later on site. So the typical shower in the bathroom is a 3-foot by 3-foot stand-up shower. But that is a little bit different. You got your toilet, the throne, the king of your castle, rule from your kingdom right there. We just got to put the toilet cover and seat on it. Here is the utility room. And guys, this has a gas on-demand hot water heater. And this is going to be installed on site. It has to be installed on site. But underneath here is that little hatch area where the plumbing and the water and the sewer get hooked up. That all comes to that location from the kitchen and the bathroom. One pipe in for water, one PVC pipe out for your sewer and your wastewater. And there is the PEX for the on-demand gas hot water heater. Vent, ceiling vent in here for the bathroom. Now let's go over here to the bedroom, the last room in this 44-foot long cabin. All right, guys, here you go. You've got those windows on each side here. And then we do have the electrical panel here in the corner, guys. 100 amp is usually more than enough for a cabin like this, but you can go with 200 amp. And then lastly, each bedroom, main bedroom, includes a closet. And here is this customer's closet. Very nice, definitely enough space in there to put your entire cabin wardrobe. Whether that be swimming trunks, hiking gear, hunting gear, your blaze orange, whatever it is that you're going to use your cabin for. Some people are using them for a home. Some people are using them for a vacation property, a hunting property, something like that, guys. Your little getaway. This is what you can do. This is another example of a great, high quality Amish built cabin built by Jonas and his crew here at the Cabin Building World Headquarters in central Wisconsin. So guys, just message me for that. But now, that is only part one of this video. We are going to get to part two. Part two of this video is the delivery. So stick around for that. All right, guys, we're down here. We're on location. I did, in fact, beat the cabin here. Even though it left 20 minutes earlier than me, I got here first. I guess 90 miles per hour will do that. So, as you can see right there, he's up on the highway. They're gonna bring it down this driveway, and there is a curve in the driveway. So you're gonna see how this is done. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna be dealing with that all day. So probably from here on out, guys, I am gonna just video this and then take the audio out and do a voiceover, because that little dog barking for the entire video might drive me and you crazy. All right, guys, this is a topic of discussion that comes up from time to time. The magic 2x2 cutout box on the edge of the concrete slab. This is what it is. This is what it's for. You can see right here, this customer, he has his gas line, which he's going to bring into the cabin, but they also have their plumbing done here. They've got their sewer, they've got their water ready to go. And you can see here, the pipe is just tipped up right now to get out of the way, but that's what it is. It's meant to go right there, centered in that box, and then above there in the cabin, you'll have the plumbing, which your plumbing, or if you can do it yourself, you hook it up later. That's just how this is done. It's that simple. And there he is, guys, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jonas, the mastermind behind these cabins. And then we have a Paul sighting, and he's getting his mule ready. The mule he rides off into the sunset after he delivers a cabin. You gotta have the right tools for the job, and you gotta have the right men to operate those tools. Now I remember why we saved those blocks of wood. Again, guys, stay tuned to the end of the video where you will see the retail price for this cabin. A lot of people have been asking for that in the video, and I will deliver. It's really kind of hard to believe that little machine can move all that, but guys, we can take these cabins up to 16, even 18 feet wide, and up to 50, 55 feet long. Neither rain nor wind nor 1/4 inch of snow will stop these cabins from being delivered, my friends. Perfect placement, Paul. 10 out of 10. Dead nuts. Well, there you have it, guys. This cabin is set. It's complete. It's ready for the customer to move in, except for hooking up the water, sewer, and the electric. And right there, guys, on the screen, you see the retail price. Whew! Back in the truck. That was cold. It's chilly out here today. That took about an hour. So that was a really good example of what it's like to get a cabin delivered. It can kind of show you what we're looking for. You know, you need a little space around it in the back and behind. Even though that one didn't have a lot of space, you could see how Paul got in there with his machine and positioned it, centered it on the slab, and then it had a real good textbook example of the concrete cutout for the sewer and for the water. And then that gets hooked up later. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Also hit me up at my email address or go on the website for the contact form under cabins at themapledude.com. That's my email. Or just go to themapledude.com and go to the cabins page. I'll quote you on one of these high quality custom Amish built cabins. Guys, have a great week. And remember, always keep it real.